Well, drug smugglers are always searching for new and creative ways to get their stash into the country.
That's right. Tonight, CBS 4's Dave Malkoff shows us a little-known place at the Port of Miami filled with bizarre smuggling devices of the past.
Drug dealers will stop at nothing to get their products on the market. That's their business. But what is ingenious here is the way they try to get it past the watchful eyes here at the Port of Miami. Every year, $12 billion worth of legitimate passes through this seaport. The illegitimate stuff ends up here. This unmarked door hides a little-known Miami museum.
These are the trophies that they have from years of searching.
Customs and Border Protection's House of Pain, named for the amount of work that went into this trophy case.
The guys out here at the seaport, I mean, they're actually, breaking things and going in with drills and having to do the hard labor.
You can't even walk around this place without bumping into a hidden drug smuggling container.
This right here that you're leaning against is the steering wheel that came off a small Haitian freighter called the Ebenezer. And there's actually cocaine in the post right here that they found during Operation Riverwalk.
We've had it in the sides of suitcases, carry-ons, diaper bags, in diapers.
Yeah, the nastier, the better. The drug dealers hoped no one would see the hole inside these crushed cans.
And the theory behind this is scrap aluminum is very nasty. It's got bugs, it smells, because think about it. Most people, when they recycle their Coke cans, they don't rinse them out, they just throw them in the recycling bin. The same thing here, they're just all put together, crushed. The idea being when we open the container, no one's going to want to look in that nasty, smelly, bug-infested area. Wrong. We look at everything.
And come on, some of the crushed cans were clearly labeled Coke. Well, they get better.
Here you've got 3,886 pounds of cocaine that came in fake roofing tiles. These are the clay ones. Mixed in with the clay tiles were these plastic tiles.
The plastic, yeah.
One side looks pretty realistic.
Here's how hard the search process is. Imagine a ship this big with about maybe 200 containers filled with chlorine gas.
So you're always looking for anything that's out of the ordinary.
Customs and Border Protection is always looking for the needles that don't belong in this haystack with smokestacks.
That's what's going to clue you into that something's not right.
It's their job to find that needle in a haystack. This container, you see, they contain 4,000 pounds of cocaine.
And every time you find something new, you have this little doubt that I wonder if I've seen this before and I didn't know it.
You know, pallets, you'll see cargo stacked on top of this.
Yeah.
And from the outside, if you're looking at the cargo,
it just looks like a solid piece of wood.
Solid piece of wood, but when you look closer,
there's holes.
It's hollowed out and it's packed with cocaine.
Almost 600 pounds of it. That's a lot, but nothing compared to the 31,429 pounds of cocaine inside these concrete rods. This bust led to the unraveling of the Cali drug cartel. You gotta wonder why someone would ship cement rods when you could just build that here in the United States.
Well, that's an excellent point. I mean, we see things that come in and we look at it and say, wait a minute, this can be made here for less. That gives us a little bit more to go on and say, let's take a little deeper look at what we have.
Dogs sniff drugs out of blue cans, 50-gallon drums, even the intake manifold of this aircraft engine.
Is it unusual to send something like this to Miami? No. There's a big aviation industry in South Florida where they repair engines, but they wanted to take a closer look at it and they started fiddling with it, took the caps off, and then they found the dope. You look at it and you say, these guys are really ingenious. You know, it's too bad that they're not using their creativity to better the world versus bringing in poison.
Well, as long as they keep coming up with this stuff.
We feel we are as smart or smarter than those guys.
CBP will keep filling the museum, lifesaver after lifesaver, locked away behind the unmarked door.
We have to be one step ahead of them all the time.
Just because that door is closed doesn't mean that the drug trade is closed here. There is much more to do for the federal government and much more to learn. If you want to go to our website, that is cbs4.com/technology blog. We have a full write-up on the drug trade right here at the Port of Miami. I'm Dave Malkoff, CBS 4 News.
His stories are so cool. The news at 6 is next. Here's Rob Hanrahan.